PT365 नहीं आएगा? पिछले कुछ दिनों में सोशल मीडिया पे ये सवाल बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने पूछा है। यूपीएससी ने तो कभी नहीं कहा कि जाके PT365 पढ़ लीजिए, बट फॉर years thousands of aspirants have organized a part of their prelims preparation around PT365. Prelims आ रहा होता है, PT365 आ जाता है एंड करंट अफेयर्स उसी से लोग प्रिपेयर करते हैं। PT365 वॉज नॉट दी ओनली कंसर्न। विजन आईएएस के स्टूडेंट्स प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे। क्लासेस और एकेडमिक कंटिन्यूटी को लेकर कंप्लेंट सामने आ रही थी। फैकल्टी एंड विजन टीम मेंबर्स ने डिलेड सैलरी के बारे में काफी बात करी। स्टूडेंट्स रिफंड्स मांगने लगे। पुलिस भी सिचुएशन में एंटर हो गई। एवरीबडी मूव, कॉम्पिटिटर्स एंटर्ड, फ्री कोर्सेज ऑफर हुए, एजुकेटर्स ने वीडियोस बनाई, फॉर्मर विजन टीम मेंबर्स ने वीडियोस बनाई, सपोर्ट्स में स्टेटमेंट्स आई, क्रिटिसिजम्स भी हुए, फैकल्टीज को लेकर क्लेम्स आए, काउंटर क्लेम्स भी आए, स्टूडेंट्स ने भी वीडियोस बनाई, क्रिएटर्स ने एनालाइज भी कर दी। विजन इटसेल्फ बिगैन रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू दीज अनसर्टेनिटीज एंड सडनली एक कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का क्राइसिस पूरी यूपीएससी कोचिंग इंडस्ट्री का इवेंट बन गया। व्हाई? बिकॉज व्हेन अ यूपीएससी कोचिंग जायंट स्टम्बल्स, एवरीबडी मूव्स। आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू today as an insider and an outsider. I was a part of Vision IAS from 2019 to 24. In these years, I did almost all academic profiles, mentoring, review, जो copy evaluate होती थी उनको review, 365 का review, QRMs का काम, current affairs, infographics का review, अभ्यास के test paper का review. I was also a part of the mock interview panel. I was also a Laksh mentor and चंडीगढ़ का जो Vision का center था, I was the center head when it was being transformed into a full-fledged center. The first foundation course was started in that period. So I've been a part of academic and management responsibilities in Vision IAS. 2024 में me and Vision IAS parted ways, and after a few months I established UPSC Gurus. I have seen the organization grow since 2013, being a part of it, seeing it speak, and then seeing it as an outsider too. Vision IAS has had a very impactful journey and has been a very crucial part of the UPSC preparation space. So here are 10 observations about the sociology of the Indian UPSC coaching industry. Number 1. This isn't really the story of classes. Surface पे प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ क्लासेस की लगती है कि क्लासेस नहीं हो रही तो क्लासेस करा दो, मटेरियल पेंडिंग है तो मटेरियल दे दो, सैलरी की पेंडेंसी है तो सैलरी पे ऑफ कर दो। बट स्टूडेंट्स का रिएक्शन इतना इंटेंस क्यों हुआ? Because when a student joins a 1-year coaching program, she is not just buying a class, she is buying a promise about tomorrow. She is assuming कि next month classes होंगी, faculty available होगी, syllabus complete होगा, current affairs की magazines मिलेंगी, tests होंगे, mentoring मिलेगी, and the institution will remain capable of delivering all of the promises that it has made. So the first insight is a coaching institute doesn't merely sell education, it sells the predictability in an examination defined by uncertainty. And once predictability in self becomes uncertain, trust becomes the real crisis. Number 2, PT365 isn't just a PDF. अब PT365 नहीं आएगा, इतने लोगों ने पूछ लिया. Why are students so worried about this document? Because successful products sometimes become something much bigger than the product itself. आप साइकिल सोचिए, हर साल प्रीलिम्स होगा, हर साल PT365 आ रहा है, सीनियर्स रेकमेंड करते हैं, टीचर्स डिस्कस करते हैं, टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स पे सर्कुलेट होता है, स्टूडेंट्स अंडरलाइन करते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, क्वेश्चंस उस पे मैप भी होते हैं, नेक्स्ट बैच ये देखता है एंड ये एग्जैक्ट सेम प्रोसेस को रिपीट करता है ईयर आफ्टर ईयर आफ्टर ईयर. विजन itself describes PT365 as a program developed through years of experience and research. And Vision IAS की वेबसाइट पे PT365 across the years available है. Product becomes a habit. Habit becomes an expectation. Expectations become established. And that is institutionalization. An institution becomes truly powerful when people start organizing their behavior around the assumption that it will exist tomorrow. That is why PT365 का क्या होगा is not just a normal question. It's evidence that predictability has been disturbed. Number 3, big brands run on something you cannot see. Suppose you're buying a phone, phone सामने है, चेक कर सकते हैं, कैमरा है, टेस्ट कर सकते हैं, स्क्रीन, स्टोरेज, परफॉर्मेंस सब पता चल जाता है. Now suppose you're buying a 12-month UPSC preparation program. Can you check whether 8 months later some faculty will be there, employees will get paid, content team remains intact, classes will run on schedule, organization financially stable rahegi? You cannot. But somebody inside the organization potentially knows much more things than you do. That is called Information asymmetry. The seller knows something that the buyer cannot fully know. Then why do students still pay? Because they substitute information with something else. Trust. I don't know what will happen after 8 months, but vision IS hai, ho jayega. That is brand capital. And that's why famous institutions can sell something that has not even been produced. Its reputation acts as a collateral for the future. And that is an extraordinary form of institutional power. Number 4, when the giant stumbles, everybody moves. Why did other coaching institutes immediately enter the conversation? अगर हम simply देखें, it can be seen as an opportunity. Opposite देखें तो students के लिए concern. But reality can be more complicated. Both can be true simultaneously. A competitor can genuinely help stranded students and simultaneously gain out of it as well. Visibility, goodwill, new students, faculty, market positioning. Sociologist Bourdieu gives us a beautiful way of understanding this. Think of UPSC coaching as a field. Vision IS, Wajiram, Forum IS, Next IS, Sarthi, Understand UPSC, Drishti, PW, and hundreds of newcomers. They are not isolated. Every player's position partly depends upon everybody else's position. So when a major player appears vulnerable, everybody has to recalculate. And that is why when a dominant institution moves, the entire field moves around it. Suddenly, the Vision IS crisis is no longer only Vision IS's crisis. It becomes a redistribution opportunity inside the field. Number 5, free can be a form of competition as well. When students faced with uncertainty, alternative courses and offers appeared. Now, our instinct is to put them into moral categories. Good people helping students versus competitors exploring a crisis. Actually, markets routinely produce actions that have multiple meanings simultaneously. Suppose an institution gives a Vision IS student its free course. The student genuinely benefits. But what else happens? वो student एक new ecosystem में enter कर चुका है. She will use the platform, experience the teachers, join the Telegram groups, receive the communications, may even purchase some other courses. She may recommend it further. So, an act of solidarity for a recipient can be a market acquisition for an organization at the same time. Neither interpretations are automatically cancelling the other. And this is why I don't want to call anybody a vulture or a savior. It's more important to understand the behavior rather than morally labeling it. Number 6, the battle over people. And this, I think, is one of the most revealing moments. Who has left? Who hasn't left? Who built which program? Who is ex-faculty Vision IS? Who was the current affairs head? Who is joining where? Suddenly, individuals inside an organization became extraordinarily important. तो मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछती हूँ, PT 365 बनाता कौन है? Vision IS या current affairs head या researchers, editors, reviewers, teachers, archives, institutional processes, the brand? The obvious answer is all of these contribute to it. Not equally and not in the same way, but they do. And this goes for all services and all coachings. Large educational products are usually collective organizational outputs. At the same time, organizations also contain what we called specific knowledge carried by particular people that cannot simply be downloaded from a server when they leave. How to select the issue, their instincts, what UPSC might ask, what to reject, how to frame a topic, how to pick out the actual essence from what AI is saying, how should teams coordinate. So neither make extreme sense. One person leaving an institution or institution khatam, nor people don't matter, brand ही सब कुछ है. The real test is, can the institution reproduce quality after the people change? जिस institution से गए हैं, can they give quality? जिस institution को join कर रहे हैं, can they give quality? Individual movements may not be the answer to this at all. It can only be answered through future output. Number 7, the most invisible people may actually be the most important. And here's something I know from having worked with the ecosystem from inside. Students देखते हैं teacher, logo, PDF, classroom, but behind a large educational institution, there are people most students will never know. Researchers, editors, evaluators, mentors, coordinators, academic managers, operations team, technology team, reviewers ensuring the quality overall, marketers who actually make you aware of all of this. The visible brand sits on the invisible labor of all of these. And this is why delayed salaries matter. An institution cannot indefinitely offer stability to its consumers if the people producing that stability themselves experience instability. Student experience and employee experience may look separate from outside, but inside an organization, they eventually meet very strongly. Every hand that held vision together mattered. Number 8. Students suddenly discovered that they have power too, and something completely different happened. Imagine one student complaining, "Sir, class kab hogi?" Very little institutional consequence. 10 students complaining, still manageable. Hundreds of students gather together. Videos appear. Social media picks up. News organizations start reporting it. Police arrives. Competitors react. Now the nature of the grievance changes. This is a classic transformation. Individual grievance, collective grievance, public issue. आप ये चेन कॉकरोच एजुकेशन अकाउंटेबिलिटी प्रोटेस्ट में भी देख चुके हैं. And once a grievance becomes public, students acquire something they did not possess individually: collective bargaining power. This is particularly accentuated in the digital era. Earlier institutions controlled much more of their own communication. Today, one student's video can enter Telegram, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, news media, and suddenly management is no longer communication only with the enrolled students. This is communicating with the market watching those students as well. So social media is not just reporting, it participates in producing institutional reputation. This is a major shift in power that the ecosystem had not experienced earlier. Number 9. Why this hurts a student more than an ordinary customer. Suppose Amazon delivers wrong shoes to you. Return it, refund it, and buy another pair. Now imagine 7 months into UPSC preparation. Classes become uncertain. You change institutions. Can you simply return those 7 months? No. Can another institution restore your preparation exactly the way it should have been? Who will compensate for this loss of year and time? Every attempt has a calendar. Prelims का एक डेट होता है, मेंस का डेट होता है, एज लिमिट होती है, अटेम्प्ट्स की लिमिट होती है, फैमिलीज ने पैसे खर्च किए होते हैं, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैव मूव्ड सिटीज, सम हैव लेफ्ट जॉब्स, एंड दैट इज व्हाई एन एस्पिरेंट इजंट एन ऑर्डिनरी कंज्यूमर. दे हैव इन्वेस्टेड मनी, टाइम, opportunity, and aspiration, and only one of these things is refundable, that is money. You can refund a fee, but you can never refund an attempt. Educational institutions carry a moral responsibility greater than ordinary seller, because the commodity involved isn't merely content, it is somebody's future trajectory. Number 10. So is Vision IAS finished? Now let me answer the question that people have actually clicked this video for. I do not know, and I don't think anybody can or should claim to know. Vision IAS की वेबसाइट एक्टिव है, कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है, कोर्सेज ऑफर हो रहे हैं, दे आर गिविंग प्रोमिसेस. सो आई कैन नॉट अज्यूम एनी एक्सट्रीम. विजन खत्म या कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है. इंस्टीट्यूशनल ट्रस्ट इज नॉट रिस्टोर्ड बाय रीअश्योरेंस. इट इज रिस्टोर्ड बाय रिपीटेडली, predictably performing exactly the same way they built that institutional trust. So yes, I have seen the institution from the inside. There was a time when Vision IAS was amongst the most sought after trusted institution in the UPSC preparation ecosystem. And from my own experience, there was also a time when it was one of the best places to work in the industry. Thousands of teachers, mentors, researchers, and team members built part of this professionally over there, and lakhs of students over the years carried something of the institution into their own lives. What happens to Vision IAS from here, only time will tell. Some of the broader organizational concerns being discussed today are not unfamiliar to me from the period that I was there, and my experiences contributed to my decision to eventually move on. And precisely because of that, I don't want to use this moment to attack Vision, nor do I want to assure anyone that they will be able to rise again. Today's institution must be judged on today's evidence and performance, and its future should be judged by what it does next. Having said that, institutions always leave something behind in people. वो कुछ इस तरह बिखर जाते हैं कि उनका कुछ हिस्सा हर उस इंसान के साथ चलता है who have been touched by it. And sometimes it remains even in the institutions that people go on to build afterwards. Maybe that is the final sociology of the story. A giant's real size isn't revealed when it stands. It is revealed by how many people move when it stumbles.